This place used to be a real dive, but things are looking up.
Please, enjoy your time here at the Red Mile. Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar. Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible. You're in for a treat, then. The Red Mile is the settled system's most exciting sporting event. Brave contestants from all corners of the galaxy come here to try their luck in a deadly race to the finish. Those that survive are celebrated as champions. Those that don't are quickly forgotten. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. That is true, but Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him, exactly? Yes. This is not unknown to me. His association with the First is troubling, to say the least, and that trouble could find its way here. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? Good. That means you've prepared yourself for what lies ahead. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival. I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says. Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin? Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you. Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of fate is at hand. Yes! A runner has come to test the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! Rules are simple.
Careful with that thing.
Where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, run. Survive the mile!
You'll be talking to the other side of my phone if you keep trying to strike up a conversation.
If you fancy yourself a Red Mile runner, just speak to me. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
You better stop messing with my unit.
Indeed you have, and in most impressive fashion. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
Raided, plundered on a regular basis.
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
Apparently. If it were up to me, I'd fire the lot of you right now. The chances with the pirates.
Well, it's not up to you, is it? Meanwhile, here's some free advice.
You made
Next
it.
time you get drunk, try picking a fight with
You must
someone
be
who
tougher
isn't
than you
carrying a
look.
firearm. I can only hold my subordinates back for so long before they finally get tired.
You're back. Are you okay?
Get the hell out of my face, you pretentious wanker. I'm
And here I was feeling like a nervous wreck the whole time. Guess I had nothing to worry about.
Good thing you're so fun.
Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Kicking your ass.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Let's focus on the job. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
I considered placing a bet against you. Glad I didn't.
Look at that.
Was
You've
impressive.
still got all your limbs.
Play by the house rules.
I hope you're enjoying your visit.
On the other side of it.
People will be talking about this for a while.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Then it's in all our interests that you make haste. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Wow, I'm great.
Yeah? I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process. Yes, I suppose I am. But you can hardly blame me, can you? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them. That's what disturbs me. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us? I feel exactly the same way, but it certainly sounded like they weren't willing to work with us at all. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions. Then you suspect, don't you mean we? Anyway, that's an interesting theory, but given what we've seen so far, I don't see how it's possible. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm not really sure. Scientifically speaking, we're all born from the stars. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured by internal stellar reactions. Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer. But hey, it's all a guessing game anyway. Exactly. We must use all of the tools at our disposal to learn more about the Starborn and their connection to the artifacts. Thank you. I really appreciate your support right now. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say. I knew I could count on your support. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time. Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
Captain, greetings. Although my database of human history is not fully complete, it is quite extensive. At this time, I am unable to locate any valid references. Given the unusual nature of the encounter, it is reasonable to surmise that any earlier occasions would have been documented. One explanation is that this is the first time they have been discovered. An alternate explanation is that prior encounters resulted in 0 survivors to document the experience. I detect a discrepancy between your words and tone, commonly known as sarcasm, one of Barrett's frequent choices in communication. If this analysis is in error, please let me know, and I will update my database. Travel safely.
This'll only take a minute.
I'm really happy to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
Do you read me?
Well, you know me. I'm always up for the next adventure.
Fine, fine. But you're gonna regret leaving me behind.
Do you copy, unknown ship? Hello there, and thank you for responding to my hail.
That room of
It's been
yours
a
better be
long
clean
time
next
since
time I
had
go in there.
company. I'm Dr.
get
Sola
to it,
Baklawala
Dad.
from Mars
I
New Atlantis.
promise.
I'm performing a
This ain't like
geological
getting around
survey.
to it,
I
Tom.
flagged you down to
Understand?
see if you...
Fine, okay. I'm going.
Well, it was worth a shot. I'm going to try my luck in... Sorry, this is taking longer than usual. So... Oh, a workaholic. I get it. I knew plenty of those at my... Personally, I have quite a rock. Maybe I shouldn't have let... You ever hear the one about the guy looks him up and down and says...
Landing site is good to go.
Greetings, Captain.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in this. If you need me to haul something, I'm willing. Yep. Marco's done well for himself. One might say too well. I mean, I would say that at least.
This music is gonna put me to sleep.
You're lucky to get a meeting with Marco.
Why don't we have a room like this? Just full of knock your socks off trophies. You know, really flaunt our success.
Ah, the dulcet tones of classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
This deputy might just surprise you, Marco.
And who might you be?
The name's Sam Coe.
A name well known across the Freestar Collective. It's an honor to welcome a descendant of the great Solomon Coe.
Yeah, well, that name probably means more to you than it does to me.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who'll kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know, but you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective? Whatever road brought you here, your journey ends today.
I'm making this look easy. next? One less baddie. I'm not feeling so good. More than that! My Mind if I take the long way? Something's close. Day another bad guy. Yeah, too bad there's no more. I can use a walk.
Too bad I was going to have some fun.
We do what we must, right?
docked.
Dad, can I have a pet?
A pet? We live on a starship.
May I? Good to see you. Certainly. How may the trade of... I hope we have what you...
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. All right, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
Home sweet home.
Akita City's always helping.
Hey, Deputy.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess. Hey there, Deputy.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far? That's good to hear. So, what brings you by? Well, well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. Having two of these should make the job go a lot faster. Double the data and all. I specialize in cryptography. A lot of smugglers use coded slates, so it comes in handy.
Deputy. Take a seat.
Grab a chair.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
Come on, Emma. You know as well as I do how tough this job is.
That's exactly my point. When it comes to deciding who earns a Ranger's badge, I will not compromise.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. Exactly. Dealing with the Council can be tough, but it comes with a badge. No need to make it harder than it already is.
Excuse me. Let's continue. We got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you met an informant who asked for your help, but you talked him out of it. It might also have helped. You might have learned something new or gained a valuable contact. You should take every opportunity to lend a hand when someone needs it.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger Macmillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Is that so? Well, I hope that's not just false bravado. There's nothing wrong with feeling fear. More often than not, it'll keep you alive.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
Unregistered starship. We're detecting... Well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? You know what? Just hold still while we do the contraband check. Scan complete. You
Gorgeous
are
day,
cleared to
isn't
land
it?
at New
I love
Atlantis.
this place.
Yes? Never would I have imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions. Yes, by any meaning of the word. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone. If so, what would that be? Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found. Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand. Does seem as though our paths are likely to cross again. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even. We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do.
CJ's is always open. Yeah, sure thing. Take a look. Be seeing you.
Always good to see another badge.
So much history in these halls. And if we're lucky, we'll be adding some more. That gun's looking fierce.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
You know I went to chef school.
Satisfy your cravings and your curiosity.
Stay out of trouble or we'll have a problem.
You look just another lousy day in Neon, am I right? Try some blend. You'll love it. Sure you don't want some extra blend for the road?
You good?
Hey there, friend. Need something?
Hey there. We're fully stocked and sure. Thanks for stopping by our shop.
Packaged food? Check. Never whips?
Better watch out. Megacorps noticed that.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those skills?
got a problem?